This is Guyana, 83,000 square miles of pristine beauty, populated by 775,225 persons. This year, Guyana celebrates International Day for Disaster Reduction under the theme Live to Tell. Guyana's most vulnerable region, the low coastal plain, is home to 85.2% of the population. This plain, though 8 meters below sea level, houses 90% of the country's major economic activities. Whilst the country has the good fortune of not being troubled by extreme disaster events, hazards such as floods, vector and waterborne illnesses, droughts, fires, and road traffic accidents remain a concern for many. One of the earliest acts of wide-scale damage to the coastal plain was committed by the 1804 flooding of the Kearfield and Sandy Point districts, then north of the present Georgetown seawalls. This preceded the February 1855 Kingston Great Flood, which later saw the Kitty seawalls erected in 1874. After this came the 1921 floods, which saw the construction of drains and sluices in the Kingston area. October 17, 1979 saw the Georgetown Shopping Center being demolished by fire, which directly affected over 200 persons, took the life of one individual, and caused millions in damages of 2 major business establishments. Nearly 2 decades later, a major drought hit Guyana's Rupununi regions. The last decade commenced with the disastrous January 2005 floods, the greatest to have hit the country, causing billions of dollars in losses and rehabilitative measures, and the outbreak of the leptospirosis disease. That event preceded the February floods and the September El Niño conditions of 2006. The year 2008 saw the contamination of water resources in several mining districts and drought in the Pataro-Superuni region in 2009. Then again in the Pomeroon-Supernam, Demerara-Mahaica, and the Mahaica-Berbice regions in January 2010. February of 2012 brought flooding. 2013, an outbreak of gastroenteritis in Port Kaituma Region 1. And 2014, a chikungunya outbreak. In 2015 and 2016, coastal and hinterland droughts caused losses in excess of $4 billion in the agricultural sector alone. Over 500 cases of fire by arson, electrical origin, carelessness, or poor agricultural techniques were reported, as well as large amounts of road traffic incidents, all of which have contributed to the hazards experienced over the past decade. Within the last decade, the government of Guyana, by its various ministries and agencies, and through collaboration with several private sector and non-governmental and international organizations, have developed and implemented various disaster risk management interventions. These include the Declaration of Turkine, which highlights Guyana's commitment to continuously address its vulnerabilities, Guyana's Disaster Risk Management Policy, Guyana's National Integrated Disaster Risk Management Plan and Implementation Strategy, and Guyana's Multi-Hazard Preparedness and Response Plan, and the Early Warning Systems Framework. The government and stakeholders have also conducted the Conservancy Adaptation Project, the Hope Canal Project, and the Flood Early Warning System Project in flood-prone areas. The implementation of the Flood Risk Assessment Project, which monitors the impact of sea level rise on agricultural activities along the coastline, and the planting of mangroves were also completed. The last decade also saw the implementation of the 24-hour National Emergency Monitoring Systems Unit that focuses on all 10 administrative regions. While disaster risk management has encountered challenges relating to the absence of a culture of disaster awareness amongst Guyanese and inadequate non-structural mechanisms, it has progressed notably during the past decade.
The Civil Defense Commission, commonly referred to as the CDC, is Guyana's national disaster agency. It has been in existence for over 35 years. Since its establishment, the CDC has had the responsibility of managing the nation's state of readiness in regards to our level of preparedness and ability to respond to and recover from disasters. However, it was not until the 2005 floods, that emphasis was placed on the CDC. Over the last decade, the CDC has managed to maintain and achieve its mandate through the adoption and implementation of comprehensive disaster management. Comprehensive disaster management focuses on disaster risk reduction and management across all sectors and in all stages of the developmental process. This has led to development and approval by Cabinet of numerous DRM plans, protocols, and policies at the national, regional, and community levels. It has also given rise to similar developments at the sectorial levels, all within the last decade.
The development of a national disaster risk reduction platform and approval of several national disaster risk management policies, plans, and procedures by Cabinet, coupled with the drafting of a national disaster risk management bill, the construction of canals, conservancies, the installation of pumps and sluices, the implementation of early warning systems, the construction of an alternative National Emergency Operations Center, accompanied by the creation of the Civil Defense Commission's Volunteer Corps in all 10 regions, were also steps taken towards disaster risk management over the past decade. Foreshadowing Guyana's future under this year's theme, Live to Tell, not only recognizes the magnitude of support received and works completed over the past decade, but highlights the platform created for future disaster risk management initiatives, the embracing of mutual stakeholder collaboration, and the collective support towards sustainable disaster risk management measures are all integral factors in building a stronger Guyana. Disaster risk management is everybody's business. Let's build Guyana's resilience together.